Well, welcome everybody. This is a great day. I'm just here to talk about our wonderful Pickleball HealthShift Summit that's coming up. Back in the spring, we did the Mind Shift Summit. Now we're on to health because I just got to thinking, wow, a lot of people are out there on the court and they're talking about injuries and overcoming injuries. And I thought, we've got to elevate the discussion and start talking more about preventing injuries. And I'd like to introduce one of our presenters who's going to be on our summit, Dr. Allan Rosenthal. Allan, how are you today?
I am fine. It's a little cold here in the Northeast, but they are still playing pickleball this afternoon outdoors.
Well, I love it. I think I'm going to be able to get in an outdoor time on Thursday. We've had a little bit of drizzle here in the Pacific Northwest, and that really messes up my pickleball game because we're not playing indoors.
We have
snow. Well, hopefully we can just get the courts dried off. But, you're known as Dr. Pickleball, but I'm going to call you Dr. Pickleball and Dr. Happy Feet. So what I'm saying, folks, we've got a podiatrist here with us. And, Allan, you really, with the feet, it's the anchor of any sport. I mean, that's your base. So what do you find is the most common foot injury relative to pickleball? I mean, I know you're a pickleball player. What do you see on the courts?
Usually it's plantar fasciitis, heel spur syndrome.
Wow. Yeah.
That is number one, not just with my pickleball players. I just had a patient just called. That's why it's a little late. Tennis player telling me he has the same problem on the hard courts.
Yeah. I just told people, I said, hang on, we're going to start because he's in surgery. I don't mean he's having surgery. He's given surgery. But, whether it's tennis or pickleball, we got a lot of racket players in our game. And I continue to hear people talk about that. And plantar fasciitis, I mean, that is not an easy injury sometimes. Now, I don't want you to give all your tips away on this because I really just wanted to sort of introduce you. But you'll be able to give some tips when they come to the summit on things they might be able to do. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So, I do want to screen share for just a moment with people. Let me just go over there. This is our Pickleball HealthShift Summit that's going to be going on. And if you look at that across the bottom of the screen, pbhealthshiftsummit.com, that's where you can actually go and you can go there and register for free, no cost, come in, hear all the tips that people are going to be giving. And, you're not the only one that's going to be there. Both of us will be there, but we're going to have the Pickleball PT. We're going to have Tyson McGuffin. We're going to have Laura Fenton Cavanda. She's just had knee surgery, and she's going to talk about what it was like, prior and coming back from it. So in the meantime, while people are moving from indoor outdoors, it's different around the country. Is there anything particular that people need to be paying attention to right now regarding their feet?
Wear the proper shoes.
Yeah.
Number one. And I work with Tyrol Pickleball. They have an indoor shoe and an outdoor shoe. And there is a big difference. And I know from my own personal experience.
Yeah, as I was sharing with you, Allan, I just recently purchased those. I got an indoor pair. It's waiting to be played indoors at whatever time that can happen in the future. But outdoors.
I have a pair of outdoor shoes that I wore through because I haven't played indoors for months.
Yeah. Well, I love mine. And one of the things I loved, and I heard this, and this is why I got them, is that you could just put them on your feet first day, didn't have to break them in. And I found that to be true. So I give them a 10 on that. And I've been saying how great they are.
That's not always the case.
Yeah. Well, listen, Allan, I know you've got to get back to surgery and you've got a busy schedule, but I just wanted to introduce you to people and let them know that Dr. Pickleball is going to be on our summit. And let me say this, when you go and register there, and it'll take you into where the home base for the summit's going to be. And at the bottom of that page, you can put what you're dealing with injury-wise with your feet, and I'll get Allan to go in there and give you a comment, give you a little bit of feedback even before we start the summit. So let us know what you're dealing with, because this summit is not about us. It's about you people out there and the injuries you're dealing with, or that are keeping you off the court. We want to keep you on the court more than off. So Allan, I guess that's it until the end of January, when we're going to gather again. Any thoughts for us regarding feet before we leave?
Not only wearing the proper shoes, but wearing the proper socks. And there are socks that I can tell you about that I wear that are different from everyday socks.
Give us a little tip as to why the socks are so important.
Why?
Yes.
Oh, first of all, probably there'll be some players that are playing down in Florida. They're going to sweat a lot more. The simple prevention of athlete's foot. And cushioning makes a big difference too. And some pickleball socks are made to be worn as a pickleball sock.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a good reminder with people, because sometimes people invest in their shoes and then they go find the cheapest socks, out there, and they end up with issues. Anyway, we're going to cover a lot more tips in our summit about things that you can do to stay on the pickleball court more rather than off the pickleball court. So, Allan, thanks for being here today. And we'll look forward to seeing you and getting all the tips from Dr. Happy Feet, Dr. Pickleball. Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You got a new name. Bye for now.
A lot of other things too.
Okay.